Good evening, everyone. Second time for today that I am going live to you guys. So here I am, take two. Now we are going to get to grips with Instagram. So for those of you that usually join us, you will know that I'm always here on a Thursday evening to share my Instagram tips and tricks with you. And for anybody that has any questions, then please feel free to drop them into the comments. And if you are feeling brave enough over here on Instagram, I will invite you on to ask your question. So if there is anybody that is watching that thinks my team or my friends would love to learn more about Instagram, then please do share out this live. As always, you guys over here, you are on Instagram. So if you see my eyes switching around, you guys over here, I'm looking at you on Instagram. You guys over here, I'm looking at you on Facebook. So please feel free to say hello. Let me know who is watching. I can see loads of you jumping on over here on Instagram. Hello to Antidote Art. Oh, this is one of our followers who is a local business in Leicester. So I've been checking out their account lately. Hello, Laura. Hello, Dr. Taylor. Flock of Five. Hello, hello, hello to everyone who is joining me. So tonight we are going to be talking about hashtags and how you can use them to grow your business. Okay, so there is always so many questions that we get asked about hashtags. So first of all, what are hashtags? For anybody that's watching and thinking, I don't even have the foggiest about hashtags, own up, it's okay. Let me know, what do you guys know about hashtags? Do you know what hashtags you should be using? Do you have no idea what hashtags are? Either way, let me know in the comments so I can see who we're working with. Are we working with people who don't really know a lot? And I can tailor what I'm going to be talking to you guys about. So if you have any questions, please feel free to drop them into the comments. If I don't see them straight away, I will try and go back through them later. So what are hashtags? Hashtags are words that you use on Instagram that give you a way to be found. So each hashtag is a way that you can be found. So if you think of them like categories, so if you have the category that is Apple and you search the word hashtag Apple, all of the pictures that are tagged with that word will all show up. Okay, so these are hashtags. So if you are hashtagging your picture and using the word apple and tree, whenever anybody searches the word apple or tree, your picture is then going to come up. So it's ways that you can be found, okay? They're words that you use to describe your pictures or your business or your service. And these are the ways that you will be found, because when people go onto Instagram, they're looking for things, okay? So when you go on there, you either scroll through and you look at the people who are following you and who you follow back, or if you're specifically going on there to look for something, you search a word. I know when I'm going on there for hair inspo or creative ideas or flat lay pictures or inspirational graphics, these are all words that I search, and these are hashtags that then pop up, okay? So that is hashtags briefly explained for anybody that didn't know what hashtags were. How many hashtags can you use? Now, this is something that there is like so much controversy about. It's quite funny, like people could argue about this all day long, but it's down to you guys. You will see that like you have your own specific insights. So we're going to talk about insights later and how you can figure out what hashtags are working, but this is all down to you. Okay, so I would say use 30 hashtags. You're going to get people that say don't use 30 hashtags, but for me personally, I would recommend that every single hashtag is a way for you to be found, so therefore use 30 hashtags. The next conundrum that you come to is, do you put them in the comments or do you put them in the caption? So let me know again in the comments, do you put them in the do you put your hashtags in the comments or the caption? Because we've tried and it doesn't make a spot of difference to us. So I would love to know whether you guys put them in the comments or in the captions. Let me know so we can get your feedback and find out what works for you. So how can you track what hashtags are working? This is probably one of the biggest questions that we get asked. How can you track which hashtags are working? So you will often hear me talk about the fact that you should have different sets of hashtags for different sets of content. So you shouldn't be using the same hashtags for every single post, okay? So for example, when we post out about inspirational quotes, we have a set of hashtags that we use for inspirational quotes. And they will include words such as inspirational quotes, inspiration, quote of the day, all those sort of things that are related to that type of post. Then we would have something like, I don't know, the Grow Your Instagram guide. So again, they would be totally different hashtags to what we would be using if we were posting out about inspirational quotes. Okay, and again, we have the networking events. We would have a totally different set of hashtags for the networking events than we would for the training or anything else. And the reason that this is important is because then you can go back and you can track the hashtags that are working. So somebody was asking me the other day, the MIBA guide to growing your Instagram. Isn't it a beauty? It hit #1 in 4 different categories and was at #1 for about 9 days. So super excited to show you guys all about this. So inside here, you will see, I'm going to show you, because there were some questions about this the other day. So I thought that I would show you this now. So in the content page, I'm going to show you here first. So in the content page, you will see that there is a space there that says hashtags. Okay, so people were like, what does that mean? What does that mean? What do I write there? So what you write there is when you go in and you check out the insights in your posts, you can see which posts have had the most interaction through hashtags. Okay, so you go to your individual posts and there is an insights little, I think it's blue underneath. Okay, you would press that and it will drop down and show you the amount of impressions and things that you have got for that post. If it says hashtags and the number is really high, now only you're going to know if it's high because this is going to be high for you. So you're going to look through and you're going to see an average, and then you're going to see that sometimes it's going to peak. So you need to then look and think, okay, then, so why has that peaked? Has it peaked because of the content? Has it peaked because of the day or the time that you posted it out? Or has it peaked because of your hashtags? You will be able to see, it will say hashtags. So if it says hashtags and that number is really high, then you know that your post has been found a lot through the hashtags. And so then that's the set that you know is working. It could be like a lot of other things that are also helping with that, but at least you know that that post has been found that many times through the hashtags. So that is why it's important to have your different sets of hashtags and to then also track your insights. Use your insights. Use the tracker, okay? This is what this is here for. So we have been promoting this because we have the Instagram challenge starting on the 11th of February. You don't just have to use it for that. You can use it. Use all the tips. There are 2 pages of tips and tricks at the front of the tracker. I'll just give you a quick flick through so you can see. There's pages there with the tips and tricks on. And then as you go through, you will see that you can track. You can plan, and then you can track, and this is where you go in. So it will say here weekly evaluation. So for you to be growing your Instagram, you need to be looking and evaluating what is working in the first place, okay? And this is where you can write in your most liked post, the description, the date it was posted, the time it was posted, and the hashtag set that you used, okay? And this is where you can track what's working. When you know what is working, you just keep doing more of it. It's very, very simple, okay? Does that not just make sense? Just look at what is going on in your Instagram feed. There is just one simple way that I've just showed you tonight, how to use your how to use your hashtags. That was a little bit of a tongue twister. So there is a really, really simple way that you can see which hashtags are working with which posts, okay? So what sort of hashtags should you be using? You should be using words that describe your post. You can go and check out your competitors and see which hashtags they are using. If you see there's 2 or 3 competitors that are using the same hashtag, then they're obviously using it for a reason, okay? So why don't you try putting that in with your hashtags, okay? Think about branded hashtags that just are branded to you and your company that you can then build on and let other people start using it and encouraging your clients to use, which will then build your visibility as well. So what size hashtag should you be using? If you use smaller hashtags, okay, so these are like more branded ones. So if you go into a hashtag like MIBA 2000, excuse me, MIBA 2019. So we've only really been using that since the beginning of the year. You will see that there are not a lot of posts. So if you use that hashtag in your post, the chances are that you're probably going to come up in the top feed or most recent because there's not a lot of posts that are being used with that hashtag. Whereas if you use a hashtag that has, I don't know, love. I think love is like one of the biggest ones. It's probably got like billions or something. So if you use that hashtag, there's going to be so many people that are using that hashtag. Your picture's going to go into the sort of the visibility of people, and then bam, it's going to drop really, really quick, because there's just so many other people posting that's going to then push your post down. Okay, so it's about using different sized hashtags, not just different sets, but different sized as well. So use some of the smaller branded ones, use some like more well-known ones, and then throw in the odd big one just for like, you know, for hell's sake. So then when people do go there is the chance that you're going to go on there and then they're going to find you. So make sure that you are using different sets of hashtags, make sure that you are tracking the insights of your hashtags, and make sure that you are using different sized hashtags. So I would love to give away, how many people do we have on? I know we've got quite a few of you over here on Instagram. So shall we do a little bit of a competition on both Facebook and Instagram? So we've got a few questions coming up. You're saying that you put them in the captions. I think someone over here said they put them in the comments. Show me some love. I know you can over here on Instagram. Press your finger on that heart button if you want me to do a giveaway, and I will give away a Mibba guide to growing your Instagram. I want to see some love. If you're going to be tight asses, I ain't giving away the guide. Okay, so either show me some love, or yeah, don't get the guide. So let's have a look. You can do the same over here. I can see that there's some people watching now. I can't really usually see on Facebook. All weird how we've started sharing it out onto a different page now, so I never know who's watching me and who isn't. So if you're watching me for the first time, thank you for watching me. If you're stalking me from afar, thank you for watching me. And if you're here on a regular, thank you for watching me and being here on a regular, because I love being here on a Thursday night, sharing my tips with you. Hello to everybody who has joined me. Hello, Kirsty and Nicola. I'm loving this. There's loads of love. See, this is what I love about Instagram. This is why I love you guys. I love you guys over here on Facebook as well. But this is why I love you guys. Look at that love right there. Okay, then. So we're definitely doing a giveaway, even if it's just you guys on Facebook. Not really. I'll share for you guys as well. So if we get, I want this shared out. So what did we say last time? I'm just trying to get some bits off my screen. What did we say last time? 100 shares. So when we get 100 shares from Facebook, from this live, I will pick somebody who has shared and has also wrote I love Mibba in the comments. We will pick one at random. You will get the guide to growing your Instagram, and you will also get 3 months worth of VIP. Facebook, okay. Instagram, keep showing me some love. I'm going to do a little competition with you guys over here on Instagram. Let's do, I want everyone to write I love Mibba in the comments. I'm going to do a little countdown. I'm going to hide my face, and then whoever's comment is at the bottom, when I look back up, I will send you my Mibba guide to growing your Instagram. Our #1 bestseller, can I just say, 7 times #1 bestseller. No, we're actually 6 times #1 bestsellers, but we've had 7 best-selling books. Does that make sense? 6 went to #1, the other one went to #4. Who's counting the #4, right? So let me go through the comments. I want to see everyone saying I love Mibba, and then when I come back from the comments on Facebook, I will pick one. Go, go, go. And also make sure you're sharing this, because sharing is caring, right? Sharing is caring. Keep going with the shares. Okay. I've just seen a question. Oh dear, Kirsty, I've just seen that Kirsty's down A&E with her little one today. She's going to watch on replay. Yeah, mum life. Hi, Sharon. Hello, Tiffany. Hello, Kirsty. Hello, Heather. Hello, Venetia. I love it. All my Instagram faves. So I'm about ready to come back over to Instagram. What do we say? 3, 2, 1. Belinda's Beauty Sales Leader. Congratulations. I haven't seen you on a live before, so I think that maybe you're a newbie as well. So you're a newbie, and I think you've just won our tracker. So if that is you, let me just go back down and see who. Belinda's Beauty Sales Leader. If that is you and you are still, yes, you're there, you're saying thank you. Okay then, so you have just won yourself a Mibba guide to growing your Instagram. Drop me a DM after the live and I will get this in the post to you this week. What else do I have to tell you about? If you go over to the Instagram feed, if you go over to the Instagram feed and you share out any of our pictures and tag us using the hashtag #ILoveMiba into your main feed or into your stories, you will also go into a draw to win one of these. So you can share out any of the posts on our Instagram and you will also be in with the chance of winning these. So there's 3 of those up for grabs. Don't forget, if you're over here on Facebook and you share them live, when we get to 100, we will give you 3 months worth of VIP for free. So does anybody have a question for me over here on Instagram? Would you like to come on live and ask me a question? Anybody over here on Facebook has any questions, drop them into the comments. And anybody over here on Instagram, if you would like to join me, I would love for you to let me know and I will add you into the live. Whilst I'm waiting, I'm going to tell you guys about something else that's very exciting that's just happened. We have now opened submissions for Rise of the Mumpreneur, which is our next book that is going to be out in January 2020. And not only is it going to be the next book, but all of the authors are going to be going to Marbella with us to write the book for 2 days. Book writing retreat. Yes, you heard it right. So I will drop the link for that into the comments. So anybody that is interested in sharing their story with us and coming to Marbella, then get your hands on the submission form. And anybody that has submitted and that is waiting for an email or, if you're waiting for an email, then keep an eye on your inbox and also check your spam folders. So questions. Belinda's Beauty Sales Leader, would you like to come on? You can send me a message by dropping me a DM afterwards. Mimi's Edit. Sorry you've just joined. Questions about what? Would you like to ask me a question about Instagram? We usually go for Instagram related questions, but I'm open to any sort of questions. Whatever you want to ask me, I'm here and I will answer within question. Thank you for all the love over here, ladies. Hello, Lisa Jane, jumping on. We love you too. So, do we have someone jumping on to ask me a question? Let me see. Here we go. Mimi's Edit. Do you have a question? Or are you going to join me live? This is the second time I've gone live today, and technology was not my friend earlier. I had the absolutely freaking amazing Ashley Theophane, world champion boxer, live with me, interviewing into Facebook, and the feedback was goddamn awful. Like, people couldn't hear what I was saying. They could hear him, but not me. Hi.
Hi, I look so well.
We have you. So let me just turn this up. Hold on. Here we go. So for you guys over here on Facebook, we now have someone on the live. Yay! It's working. So tell everyone, who are you and what do you do?
Basically, I'm Jeffrey. I run Mimi's Edit. I started in September. It's an online clothing brand, and I do 2 things for charity, which is for Blood Cancer Charity, which is why I've actually started the business. I couldn't go to work because my son was poorly. And basically, I started in September. I came across you guys, read the book, and I've got the Instagram book coming this week sometime. Mr. Postman going to bring it. I just wanted to know what kind of tips you would offer someone. Obviously, I know I am getting the book, just to increase engagement on Facebook.
On Facebook, okay. Facebook is a whole total kettle of fish. The most important thing, again, is about building community. So building relationships with people. People really want to focus on sales all the time, which obviously everybody needs sales because that's how we like feed our kids.
That's the content. That's what I started doing.
Are you struggling with creating the content, did you say?
So for example, today I went totally out of my comfort zone and I did a video, like a time-lapse video showing like 8 different ways where I want to buy items.
Yes.
So I was hoping maybe it'll give someone some inspiration because I sometimes see those videos and think, oh, that's cool, and share it or like it.
Yes, so that is a brilliant idea. So again, video is the best way forward on both Instagram, like the way that we suggest that you use Instagram Live. We would definitely say that doing videos and being live on Facebook works in exactly the same way. You're going to get so much more interaction and engagement by using videos. And especially like you're saying, if you're giving people the different options and saying, which one do you prefer? You're asking them a question again, which is going to make, anytime that you post anything out, if you're going to ask a question, you've got more chance of people engaging because they know that they can respond. If it's like a closed-ended question, it's kind of difficult for people to then respond. I think what you did with the video and showing the different ways that you could wear it is absolutely a brilliant idea. I'm awful at that kind of thing. My fashion sense is like out the window. So that is something that I would love to watch. And I love seeing, like you say, being able to wear things in different ways. I think that would definitely get conversation started.
Right, okay. I had more to use, but I had an engagement.
Yeah, did you put a call to action, or did you ask a question?
Well, initially, in the first one, I just wanted to new scarves in, would you like to see them? But I think it might have been something to do with the time of day I posted it.
Yeah.
Obviously, like that time of day, I think it must have been quite quiet. So what I might do is record something, post it maybe in the morning or in the evening.
Trial and error is the best way forward. Exactly like I was just saying, with hashtags and looking at your insights, it's all about trial and error. So it depends, again, if your audience is in the UK and you are focusing on like mums in the UK, you're going to see that the times that you want to interact with them is going to be different if you're interacting with people in Spain. Okay, they're only an hour different, but maybe like Australia, you know. So it's about knowing who your ideal client is, knowing the sort of times that they're online, and just tweaking things all the time. If you see that something like goes crazy insane and you get loads of views and loads of engagement.
Honestly, within a couple of weeks of me starting this, I just took a picture with my phone, but I just displayed it nice, and I think within maybe 2 or 3 hours, I had 400 likes.
So you need to go back and you need to check that out. So you need to go back and have a look at the day, have a look at the time, look at the hat. Was this on Instagram or Facebook?
It was on Facebook. It was actually, I think it might have been a competition I started, but I didn't pay for I didn't do a boost or anything. It was literally just like crazy.
But again, if you've run a competition, then that's another way that you're going to get a lot of engagement. But it's just about looking at what's working. So whether it's on Facebook or Instagram, go back and look at the post, look at the content that you put in there, look at the copy, look at the pictures. Just look at it like as a holistic approach. It's not just one thing that's going to make a difference. There's going to be lots of different things. So it's just about trial and error, really, and just to keep tweaking.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you for joining me on the live. So where can people find you on Instagram?
So on Instagram, it's Mimi's Edits.
There we go. And what is your Facebook page?
Mimi's Edit Online.
Mimi's Edit Online. So if anybody that's listening over here, you can go and check her out at Mimi's Edit Online. That is the Facebook group, and Mimi's Edits on Instagram. Thank you so much for joining me. And let us know what you think of the tracker.
Oh, I will definitely. Thank you.
Thank you.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, that was kind of stress-free after earlier on's live and all the issues that we had. So there we go. Thank you so much for joining me on my Thursday evening live again. Absolutely love my lives. Even when I'm having a stressful day, I come on here, I talk about Instagram, and I'm just, you know, you guys just show me so much love. I'm just having the best time. So do we have any questions before I jump off? Does anybody else have any questions? Instagram related? Not Instagram related. Mimi's Edits just said, sorry about the eye bags. I've just realised I have like something going on with the side of my eye. I don't know if you can see it, but it's all swollen and red. So I'm trying to like hide it a little with the hair. Has it worked? I don't think so. So do we have any questions? Baba, what is the time limit for videos and lives? So is this, I'm assuming that you mean on Instagram, Sharon. So the time limit for your lives, I think you can go on for quite a while. There's no time limit for your lives. I don't think I've ever done a really long one, but you can do like kind of long videos when you're on live. Your Instagram stories last for 15 seconds each segment, and your IGTV, you can do 10 minutes unless you have more than 10,000 followers, and then it goes up in size. If you have more followers, you get to have more time live in your Instagram TV episode. So I hope that's answered your question. Jeanette from Tropic says, I'm new to Instagram. What's the best way to get going, as no instructions for a dinosaur like me? I'm sure you're not a dinosaur, Jeanette. What was the question? What's the best way to get going? The best way to get going is knowing who your ideal client is in the first place. That is probably my top tip. Know who it is that you are putting content out there for in the first place, okay? So know who your ideal client is. Know the sort of things that they're looking for on Instagram. Know what their problem point is and what you have in common with them, and then reach out to them with your amazing content. So that's probably my favorite tip to give you, because you just need to really think about what it is that they want. And then if you really want to get in depth with it, you can go into your hashtags and you can start looking at your insights, like I said, and that way you can find out exactly what the content is that your followers want to see. So if that is everything, I am done for the night. Thank you for everyone who's joined me. Don't forget, if you have a story to tell, then head on over to the link that I'm going to share. There is a link in bio in our Instagram. I will post the link in here where you can get the Midway Guide to growing your Instagram out now. Get it now, ready for the Instagram challenge starting on the 11th of February. I will drop the link to that. I will drop the link to the submissions form. And if anybody else has any questions, then please feel free to DM me. I will be back on Tuesday to do my, what am I doing on Tuesday? My no filter interview. It was going to come to me, it was just going to take a while. I will be back doing my no filter interview on Tuesday, so don't forget to tune in to that as well. Thank you so much to everybody over here on Facebook. Hope you've had an amazing Thursday, and I will see you next week.